Hello and welcome to this Let's Build series. In this little series we're going to be building a Rambler or ranch house type thing. I think it's going to have either 2 or 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and let's go ahead and get started on what is going to be the garage. I'd already kind of laid this down basically just to get, a general idea of where everything is supposed to go relative to it. So, let's see, now that we've got that in, we're going to move over 2 blocks. And you can probably see all of this stuff here, and that's because there was originally something else on this lot, and didn't turn out too well, so unfortunately I ended up getting rid of it. So let's see. We're going to go ahead and make the front of this out of stone blocks. It's kind of preliminarily doing this just to get a bit of an understanding as to how exactly this is going to look. Because I'm using a reference for this one. By reference I mean basically real life house. So we'll go out 2 blocks and set that in. So let's see, looks like one of 2 block wide windows like this, and then 3 blocks, another 2, and then 1 more set like that. So I think that looks pretty decent. So let's go ahead and kind of make a little stairway into the entrance. I think I'll use tile for that. So I guess I'll just use hardened clay to begin with. And do we have stone brick stairs? Let's see. Yes, we do. Alright, great. Put the door in and handrail on this. There we go. So that is a start. Let's go back over to this. Work on that a bit. Actually, I think it would be best to start from over this way. And I'm not especially familiar with these kind of houses, so at least in terms of building them. Actually, I think I'm going to use light gray stained clay for the sides and the back. Just for simplicity's sake, because it matches with the house and I won't have to worry about placing it quite as finely as I would with the pillar quartz. I mean, it's not like it's, a hardcore difficult thing, but it's just a little bit easier to work with blocks that don't have a distinctive up or down like the pillars do. For my intents and purposes, anyway. So let's see, we'll make these 4x3. Have wall here. And another wall there. Actually, I don't think I'm going to use the particular kind of stained clay here. I think I'm going to use something. Actually, we could use cobble, like we had in the last Let's Build I did. I think that would be fine. So now let's see, where is the bathroom stuff gonna go? This will have the hallway back be 1 block wide, and then we'll have the bathroom there. Actually, that's that. And I don't think I'm going to use the wool as a final flooring material rather, either, because it's white wool. It's really bland. No, see, I'll fill that in 1 more. Okay, so that should be good. Let's go ahead and grab this and fill in the rest of this. I think that works almost perfectly. There we go. So now we're just going to go ahead and do the rest of the kind of outline for this house. Place the pillars. Okay, There we go. But from the front, it looks like this. It's not terribly bad. We're gonna put in some landscaping and stuff because the the 2 blocks of stone slabs still, or stone bricks rather, still looks a bit odd to me. Because usually I just build at ground level, and these sort of houses are kind of new. So it's still a bit of kind of unexplored waters for me. As I think I had said earlier in this episode, actually. So basically what I'm doing, as you can probably see, is putting in the windows and such. And just seeing to all of that. So, let's use spruce wood for the floor in the living area. Because up until probably the mid-late 60s, wood was a very popular flooring material for just about everything. And funny thing is that I had been told it was kind of considered a status symbol back then to have carpet because it meant you could actually afford to buy carpet. Whereas, it's almost the opposite situation nowadays. People like wood floors and are increasingly moving away from carpet. It's just kind of funny to think how things go in and out of style and how, 10-something, well, more than 10-something, much more than 10-something, but years down the line, what was once a status symbol is now basically the exact opposite. That's just strange. So that'll be kind of the door out to the patio and such. Like I said, I'm not especially familiar with this sort of floor plan, so I'm just kind of doing it by ear and see how it turns out. Yes, we can have the sink there, looking out over the yard. Actually, no, I want the sink in this corner, and the fridge going there. So, that means put in clay, window, clay, maybe another window. Yeah, that'd be fine. And that'll be one of those kind of ovens that I did in those, well, the split level let's build. It's kind of in this neighborhood, that one there, the raised ranch one. And let's see, let's go ahead and make this wood, except for this entryway in the garage area. That'll be cobble too. And we can make a little thing kind of separating that. What was this line? Oh, that was a fence. I accidentally replaced that. Well, I think I'll go ahead and move this in 1 block, actually. Because that cuts away a bit too much from the living area, if you ask me. So we'll just do that. We'll leave that as is, basically. Actually, no, I'll just go ahead and move that over 1 block, again, in the interest of maintaining space for the living room. There we go. So, what now? Put this in. I'm gonna put in the doors, I guess. Okay. Really ought to set like a timer or something so I can basically know how long I've been recording for, because as it stands I have next to no idea. Okay, so I guess I'll go ahead and put on the roof and then we'll end this part. And then on the next one we'll work on the interior a bit and finish up the little garage over there. Actually, I was going to use quartz slabs for the first layer of slabs. First layer of slabs. I don't know what I'm trying to say exactly. Kind of like the leading edge, I guess, of the roof line. I guess that's where the what they call soffits in real life would be. So we'll just basically fill this in, and that'll pretty much be it for this episode. Rather, I think next up I'm gonna basically build like a 4-square type apartment building in the same general style. And I have a site for that in mind, and design, possibly a color scheme, I don't know. And I think I'm kind of partial to using jungle wood for it, but I was also thinking of maybe brown or even green clay. I'm not sure. Quite simply, I'm not really sure. So with this, I think what I'm going to do is kind of extend this over the entryway so that that's covering it, basically serving as a built-in awning. I think it does on the house I'm modeling this after too, so that's a double win in that regard. Actually, I don't know, it makes the roof of this, the roof over this area look a bit too squeezed. Maybe I will just stick with it like that. I think that looks fine. So now let's get to filling in the rest of the roof, and then, like I said, that'll be it for this episode. And, yeah. So in the next episode, like I said, I'll fill in ceiling and stuff, work on the inside, probably get the garage done in that episode too. Actually, no, it'd probably be better just to do it in this one, so I could, you know, do the MC editing for that. Get it all done in kind of one fell swoop, as I like to do things. Just kind of time manage and all that good stuff, so we'll see. That's probably what I'll end up doing. And if this episode ends up being longer than 20-something minutes, I'll probably just end up splitting it. Usually I like to record for 15 minutes or so and then stop, so I basically don't have to worry about, you know, finding a decent place to split it in editing, you know, or basically the video being too long, and that's sort of, I mean, it's kind of a fine line to walk. You know, I personally prefer videos that are, you know, probably 10 to 15 minutes. I mean, if it's from somebody already, you know, I'm kind of a fan of, I don't know, we'll sit through a 30-minute or maybe even an hour video, but anyone else, it's more than probably 10 to 15 minutes, and or if I actually have stuff to do, I probably wouldn't bother. So anyway, yeah, I think I'll finish this up. Do the garage, and then that'll be the end of this episode. So let's see, I think we'll make this maybe 7 blocks back, so this is 4 from the front, 5, 6, 7. I think that should be fine. I think that should be just fine. We'll make a window on the back. Actually, we'll make that one smaller. Put in another window on the side and another one on this side. And we'll basically just use the same kind of roofing that we use for the rest of the house. Put in the quartz, like so. I guess now that I think of it, I'll go ahead and put in another window. No, this isn't just a blank expanse of stained clay. Okay. So I don't know. Trying to think if there's anything else I could discuss just for the sake of not having long and extremely awkward pauses. Yes, I have a Plant Minecraft account. If you don't know already, I believe I have a link to that on my channel. I haven't posted a whole lot of stuff there because honestly it's kind of a lot of work to get the downloads and stuff ready. I mean, you have to basically copy and paste it into a new world to get the world save. You know, MC Edit messes up all the doors and the item frames, so you have to fix those, and that's kind of a hassle, and excuses basically. But yeah, so anyway, that's pretty much the end of this episode. And the next one we'll be working on the interior and stuff. Well, there's still a bit to be done on the outside, but we'll get to that. Don't worry. So yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully I will see you in the next episode.